everyone, Machine is in the house! Here, I'm a huge Ray Lewis fan. My father went to the University of Miami. And I remember watching Ray Lewis when I was younger. He's older than me, believe it or not. He's been a hero of mine, I gotta tell you. And then I got into the supplement business, and this is where myself and Ray Lewis cross paths. In the news today, Ray Lewis is accused of doing a hardcore motherfucking banned substance. Deer Antler Velvet. Sounds stupid as fuck, doesn't it? It's 'cause it is. I'm gonna go over what it is, what it does, who the hell gives a shit, and why I think this is the dumbest shit I've heard in my probably 13 years in the sport nutrition industry. And here we go. Now, the claims on Deer Antler Velvet, it has these little itty-bitty fucking nanogrammical amounts of hormones, such as IGF-1, even estradiol and estrogen I've seen in there, a little bit of testosterone. It's basically harvested from the antlers of deer. Let's see, I mean, we actually carry one at tigerfitness.com. We do carry it by Now Foods, and it's actually taken, you know, from the antlers of, well, deer, elk. That's the thing. And this one we have is Deer Antler Velvet from New Zealand. Because those New Zealand deers, elks, they got a whole bunch of friggin' hormones, right? Okay, I'm getting out of breath, man. And it's supposed to have insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1. And it does have a little bit, nanograms. Let me be real here. The claims on this are, and this isn't on Now Foods. Now Foods is smart. They don't make claims because they're a big company. They'll get killed. I'm actually reading another website that promotes this shit, and they obviously don't give a fuck about the FTC. Here we go. Helps promote a powerful immune system, maintain a healthy heart. That claim will get your ass sued. Trust me. Maintain healthy blood sugar levels, promote healthy flexible joints, healthy prostate, promote sexual performance, function, and satisfaction. You know what else does that? Not dating ugly chicks. Supports healthy weight loss, and promotes skin health, help reduce the appearance of wrinkles. They went everywhere but cures cancer, cures AIDS, and all that other shit. This is just a bunch of bogus bullshit. Okay, if Ray Lewis did take this, he should be suspended for being a fucking idiot for taking Deer Antler Velvet, okay? So those are the claims. Hormones. Okay, let's go into if it does have IGF-1. The whole premise, let me bring it down a little bit. The whole premise of homeopathy is that you give your body this little nanospectrometer gram of bullshit, all right? This 27.2 nanograms of fucking IGF-1 orally, which by the way is a fucking waste. And boom, your body just starts fucking producing a bunch of shit, right? Doesn't work. Here's the deal with IGF-1. You can inject it. IGF-1 is what HGH turns into in the body. So bodybuilders will actually spot inject IGF-1 to help with, you know, localized growth. They also inject IGF-1 for its enhancements on everything that HGH does, such as fat loss and all that stuff. But that's getting the real shit, putting it in a needle, and injecting it either subcutaneous or intramuscularly. The only difference between the two would be absorption rates. Now, anybody who knows anything knows that IGF-1 and HGH, unless taken in absorbently high doses, and even then is overrated, and probably doesn't do much at all. In my opinion, is one of the most overrated things in bodybuilding today. Not worth the money. So IGF-1, even in its injectable, hardcore fucking badass, put a needle in my hamstring and make that fucker grow state, doesn't do much of anything. So you're telling me that putting this shit under my tongue, letting it sit there, that all of a sudden I'm going to get all kinds of gains. Bullshit. Now let me go into my little anecdote about Deer Velvet Antler when I first learned about it. When I started at Weider, I was 19 years old. I was selling advertising, and one of my first prospects was a company that sold Deer Velvet Antler. At that Deer Antler Velvet, I'm sorry, I get the two confused. At that time, I was really cool with Jim Wright, Dr. Jim Wright. I learned a lot from him. I owe a lot of my credentials and my experience and my success today to Dr. Jim Wright because of what he taught me in the beginning. And Jim Wright wasn't cool with advertising. He didn't like bullshit products. And we also had, let me go into the magazines, you had production. And what they would do is they'd find a like article and put the ad next to it. So after 2 or 3 months of pounding and trying to close this account, I closed him. I got him for a half-page ad on the right-hand side on top of some bullshit article about something. Right to the left-hand side of that ad was an article by Jim Wright entitled, "Don't take Dear Antler Velvet, take creatine. It actually works." Jim Wright knew back in the day this was bullshit. This is back in 2000. It's back in the year 1999 or 2000, one of the two. And that's when I knew, and I went to Jim and I said, "Dude, what the fuck are you doing?" And Jim's like, "I don't sell out." And I learned a lot that day from Jim. So, with that said, I'll sell it to you. I'll even link it. If you want to see the product we carry, I'm not trying to, don't buy it. Don't buy it. I'm going to link it below and show you Now Foods product, okay? You can see it, look at it, look what it's called, whatever. I encourage you not to buy it. But I have gotten probably 50 or 60 emails today about Dear Antler Velvet. And I'm doing this just to be able to copy and paste this shit. Because I do that a lot on emails when it's already been answered. I've used the YouTube search function more than anybody watching this video. So guys, no, Dear Antler Velvet isn't special. No, we haven't found the next Andro that Marc took. We've just found some bullshit. They're trying to get my boy Ray Lewis on. And if he did take it, okay, whatever. If it's banned, why the fuck would they ban something that doesn't even fucking work? Just shows you how stupid these fuckers are who run these organizations. Dear Antler Velvet. Really? Really? I could go on all day about how much this upsets me. I go on all day about how much it gets me fired up that people sell this bullshit. I go on all day about politics. But you know what? At the end of the day, taking supplements, you know what? It's important. You know what? Picking supplements that work, that do their thing and not getting ripped off on these friggin' fly-by-night hopes and dreams in a bottle type supplements, that's what you need to look at. Because at the end of the day, your results taking supplements that work is not a game.